Hey, can you give us an update, Stu, on the Emerald Ash Borer as it pertains to Saugeen Shores?
Certainly. Last year, in the fall or maybe late summer, we had a notification from the Conservation Authority that they had confirmed the infestation of a tree in Southampton there. So we've gone from there. We've done roadside tree inventories. We've tried to determine how many ash trees we have on the roadsides and determine how many are infected, and then from there trying to figure out how many per year we're going to be looking at.
And how many do we have infected?
Right now, I know we've taken about 20 trees down. We're about 30 to 40 trees confirmed infected right now, and we've only done about 50% of the inventory.
And go ahead.
Any hopes that the extreme cold of the winter has slowed them down?
Absolutely not.
And you mentioned these are roadside trees. We're not dealing with the parks, as was suggested. Maybe that's where we should be focusing as well.
So certainly we feel the roadside trees pose the biggest liability and risk, so we started there. We did that with a certain technology that can't be used in the parks and the trails, so that will have to be a little more of a manual effort, but something that I think Community Services wants to get on when they can.
You suggested we might recover some money by selling it as firewood primarily. Is that a wise thing? Does the bug travel with the tree?
Most ash trees cannot be moved outside the quarantine area. And speaking with some experts, if you leave the wood for 2 years, generally the pests will leave it. So before we do anything like that to sell wood to leave the area, we'll make for sure that won't be the case.
Now you mentioned your program, 10 years long, $1.3 million. Some of that money's got to go to Westario because town staff cannot remove those trees safely.
Correct, and what I said to council there was that the $1.26 million that we've identified does not have those costs involved yet, so that would be a cost on top of that yet that we're still negotiating with Westario.